at Lane Field, the home of the Lane College Dragons. Today, the Maroon Tigers of Morehouse College come into Jackson to take on the Dragons of Lane College on Senior Day. Our game today marks the 10th time since 2006 that these teams have gotten together. The Maroon Tigers over that time frame have a 6-3 series lead. Last year's matchup, the Dragons fell 28-24 in Atlanta. As we think of this game today, something of a note to make to you, Marcus Holliday, our running back, needs 12 yards to become a 1,000-yard rusher. And in his time this year, he will be the first 1,000-yard rusher in several seasons. Let's listen to the band as they perform the national anthem. There you go, folks. The Lane College Quiet Storm Marching Band with their rendition of our country's national anthem. Again, as we look at this game today, a great matchup as the Dragons are coming in off of a big win last week as they traveled up to Kentucky State and came away with a 35-21 win. And so that was a big win for the Dragons. Just so you know, my name is Ray Pack, and I will be bringing you the play-by-play today. I appreciate all those associated with Lane College, especially Dr. Logan Hampton, Coach Derek Burrows, and also Mr. Roger Ogden, the Sports Information Director, for giving me the privilege to be able to be with you for the 5 home games this year. And this is a student production of the Lane College Broadcast Department. As we look at some things with the Lane Dragon football team, let's look at some individual things as the rankings through 9 games. On third down conversions, Lane ranks number 1 nationally and number 1 in the conference. On fourth down conversion, they rank 6th nationally and number 1 in conference. On kickoff return defense, which special teams plays such a big part of the game of football, the kickoff return defense for Lane is number 6 nationally and number 2 in the conference. When you look at the offense, a very telling statistic on rushing offense, the Dragons are number 42 nationally and number 1 in the conference. Now, when you look at these individual statistics, it's really, really interesting as you look at the defensive side of the football. Whitney Richardson leads the conference in sacks, and that is also good for the second spot nationally. But when you think about tackles for loss, he's both number one nationally and number one in the conference. Jamie and Dunning on punt returns, 23rd nationally, first in the conference. And we could go on with several others. Marcus Holliday on rushing yards is number 15 nationally and number one in conference. And also total yards per game, he ranks number 19 nationally and number one in the conference. Looking at this game coming in for the Dragons on their total team statistics, football has been played at a fairly even pace for the Dragons. They have averaged 21.6 points per game and give up 22.1 points per game. So that's fairly even as you look at that. As you look down to midfield, you'll see our captains for today's game. You have Marcus Reynolds, number 1. You have number 5, Javante Kelly. You have number 10, Jamie and Dunning, and also number 21, Justin Hill. As I said earlier at the beginning of the broadcast, today is Senior Day, and at halftime, we will pay tribute and say thank you to 8 seniors for the Dragons. And so we see the coming across the field for Morehouse College, their captains. They're all meeting at midfield, and now the referee is going to step in. And they're going to discuss this coin toss as he's showing Morehouse the coin. So this is heads, this is tails, pretty common. And Morehouse will call it. Coin hits the ground, and looks like Morehouse has won the toss. It's the have, and they're going to defer to the second half. So that means the Dragons will get the football first. As we look out, the Dragons are going to go to the south end zone, and they will defend the north end zone. So we are 2 minutes away from kickoff. When I look over to the stats for Morehouse, I'll give you some things on there individually. They are only averaging 19.5 points per game. They're giving up 23 points per game. They on the rushing side, what we're going to see from them, it looks like offensively, is they're going to be more predominantly a pass-oriented team, as they've only rushed the ball for 923 yards. They have passed for 1,462 yards. So if you look at the average per game, they're averaging 85 yards per game in the rush and averaging 183 yards in the passing game. On the opposite side of that, they've given up 1,139 yards rushing, which is 88 yards a game. But that's really good because the Dragon offense is more run-oriented. So we'll see if that offensive line can win the battle in the trenches this morning and this afternoon and open those holes up for the running back core of Justin Hill, Marcus Holliday, Rodney Willingham, and some others that we'll probably see during the day today. So it'll be an interesting matchup offensively. The strategy of the Dragons, their strong point, seems to be the weakness of the Red Maroon Tigers. Now, when you look at the passing yards, they've given up 1,652, so they have given up an average of 206.5 yards per game and 18 touchdowns in the passing game. But the other side, they've only given up four rushing touchdowns, so that's a pretty good stat. And so as you look at that, you think to yourself what they're doing. The Maroon Tigers are going to be led by quarterback number 17, Monquavius Johnson. He's a 5'11", 190-pound junior. They're going to feature the fullback, DeAndre Parks, a 5'11", 225-pound freshman. And then at the halfback position, number 25, Isaiah Hicks, who's 5'10", 185, and he is a sophomore. And so we're seeing the ball teed up out on the field. I'm trying to see who that is. That is not the one. It's number 30, Alex Maganda. He tees it up at the 35. Is back deep. We see Jamie and Dunning, Rodney Willingham, and also Aaron Thomas for the Dragons. And so here we go. Last game of the season. It's going to be fielded by Willingham at the 22. He's across the 25, and he loses his footing. And when he loses his footing and tries to cut back, he is taken down right at the 25-yard line. So Lane has their first possession of the day, beginning at their own 25-yard line. A big key for the Dragons today is going to be, let's not get behind the sticks. Let's not make have penalties that are fundamental, senseless penalties there. And out we go. We see going into the backfield under quarterback Marcus Reynolds. The running back will be Marcus Holliday. Our wideouts will be number 85, Amari Hampton. Also Aaron Thomas. And then to the near side, you have Jamie Dunning and Ahmad Isaac. Shotgun formation. Snap taken. Looking to throw. He steps up. Nothing there. He's going to decide to take off. Plenty of running room, and he gets out across the 30, about to the 31-yard line. So a nice pickup of 6 for Marcus Reynolds. And so that brings up second down and 6. Again, shotgun formation for Reynolds. Dunning in motion. Hand off to Holliday. Cuts it up through the middle. He's out across the 25, or the 35. And they're going to mark it just across, so it should be enough for a first down. Now it's going to be third down for the Dragons. That's going to be a first down for the Dragons. First and 10, the chains aren't set, so the ball is ready to be put into play. Now they are. Lane's gone to a little bit of a hurry-up offense right here. Reynolds taking the snap, looking to throw, looking right across the middle, and intended receiver is Aaron Thomas, and the ball falls just in front of him. Looks like Thomas didn't look back for the football quick enough, and the pass fell harmlessly incomplete. So second down and 10 for the Dragons. A 4-man front for Morehouse. Brings someone on the edge. You have 3 wide receivers to the near side. Reynolds looking under pressure. He escapes the first wave of pressure. A good block. And finally, he is taken out of bounds. And he's going to lose about 4 yards on that. So falling behind the sticks is going to bring up third down and 13, 3-yard loss. So 13:42 on the clock. No score as we have just begun this last game of the season for the Dragons. Reynolds alone in the backfield. 4 wideouts to the far side. Reynolds looking. Little's dump pass. And that pass completed to Ahmad Isaac. He's going to pick up to the 40-yard line, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 5. So the Dragons are going to be forced for their first punt of the day, and Raul Martinez comes out as the punter today. We started the season with Carlos Moore Jr. as our punter. He suffered an injury a couple of weeks ago. I do see him on the sideline dressed out. Good punt by Martinez. It's going to hit at the 30. Takes a bounce back into the field. It's fielded there, and it's fielded by number 80, and that is Tamrick Vanover Jr. And so the ball bounced down into around the 20, and he brings it back out to the 24, where Morehouse will have their first possession of the day. As we see Morehouse, the formation they're going to have, it looks like they're going to have 2 receivers, 1 each way. Going under center will be number 17. That is Monquavius Johnson. In the backfield, number 2, Bryson Terry. And handoff is to Terry. Nothing there as the Dragons, the interior line of the Dragons that time, they said no. Javante Kelly, one of our seniors today, in on that tackle, as well as number 34, Brian Thames. And so it brings up second down and 9. They originally spotted the ball at the 23-yard line. A gain of 1 to the 24. Now we see a pistol formation. Man in motion. Looking to throw. There's the pass. And unintentional contact. The receiver and the defender tangled their feet. So incidental contact. So it'll bring up third down and 9. And that intended receiver on that was Vanover. As now Morehouse faces a 3rd and 9. As we see coming out to the near side, Ricky and Knuckles and Lake McGuffey. To the far side, we see it's a double stack on one stack on each side. Perry in the backfield. Looking to pass. Pass complete. And he's going to be right at the sticks. And so looks like it will be enough for a first down. That double stack threw the lane defense off just a little bit. So Morehouse with their first down.
17 Fort Valley 0 at the half. 17-0 Albany State at the half.
And we just heard a score in the press box. Albany State 17, Fort Valley is 0, and that's at the half. This time it's going to be an I formation. The up back is number 40, DeAndre Parks. The deep back is Brecon Terry. Hand off to Terry. He goes off to the right side. Nothing there. As a matter of fact, it's going to be another tackle for loss, as he's going to be lost 2 on that play. Ray Taylor at the bottom of that pile. Javante Kelly always near the football, as he's looking to the sideline for the defensive call. The second down and 12 for the Maroon Tigers. And now we're going to go to a pistol formation. You're going to have trips to the far side. Single receiver to the near side. Johnson takes a snap, looking to throw, He throws, his pass is complete, and that is complete to number 11, Ryan Edwards. And Edwards is out to the 49-yard line for another first down for the Maroon Tigers. And so we see the defensive substitutions come in. Let's see if Morehouse stays with what they have done on first down. On their previous 2 first downs, they have tried to run the ball on first down both times. Not much there in the running game. As Johnson is going to walk. No, it's going to be a shotgun formation. You've got 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Tight end formation. He's looking to throw this time on first down. And his intended receiver for number 84, Tremel Gooden, well defended over there by Brandon Banks and Will Lacey Jr., one of our seniors today. So it's going to bring up second down and 10 for Morehouse. Really nice coverage right there. And what was even better was there was no pass interference called on that. This time Johnson goes under center, same formation for the receivers. Man goes in motion. That's number 5. That is Amir Smith. Handoff to Terry. And again, a big stop in the backfield. And that time it was number 40, Whitney Richardson, another tackle for loss for him. So continue to allow him to lead the nation in tackles for loss. So it's third down and 11. Play comes in from the sidelines. It'll be number 25, Isaiah Hicks, bringing that play in. Shotgun formation. You've got this same stack formation they ran on third down the first time. Johnson looking to throw, and there you go, Whitney Richardson right there. There's the sack, and he's brought down at the 40. So what started out as a very positive drive for Morehouse ends up, it's going to be now a punt by Morehouse. And the punter will be number 30, Alexis Maganda. The long snapper is number 15, Thaddeus Shaw. Jamie Dunning back deep for the Dragons. He's down around his own 10-yard line. Little rugby-style kick, kicks it away from Dunning. And it's going to take a big hop for Morehouse inside the 20. And the ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to put it at the 17-yard line. So Lane takes over 1st and 10 on their second possession from their own 17-yard line. Again, no score here in our ball game with 8 minutes and 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. So the Dragons come out. Play clock starts.
First down, Dragons at the 17-yard line.
As we see trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side. That's Hampton on the far side. You have Isaac, Dunning, and Janae Crawford to the near side. Handoff to Holiday, straight up the middle. He gets out to the 20, so give him 3 yards on that carry. So that'll be 2nd down and 7. 4 more yards, I'm told, for Holiday to reach the 1,000 mark. This time Reynolds drops back into a shotgun. He's got 2 receivers each way this time. A lot of different looks. In motion comes Crawford. Reynolds looking. He drops it off to Holiday, who is actually going to lose yardage, about 5 yards, back to the 15. All right, shotgun formation. Holiday, the lone running back, on 3rd and 11. It is a keeper by Reynolds, and he's going to be taken down for another yard loss, so it's going to go about 4th down and 12.
Boris Bryant on the tackle for Morehouse. It's now 4th down.
So Martinez will be standing right at his own goal line to let this punt off. And again, back deep, we see Tamrick Vanover. He's standing at about his own 45. A little bit of a snap to the side. Martinez is going to have to take off and run. He's at the 25 to the 30. And he will have enough for the first down. So a busted play. And Raul Martinez realizes what's going on a snap that was to his left, and he picks up a big first down for the Dragons. I thought that was a busted play, and he was not going to do anything, so he rushes for 15 yards. I don't know, that may have been his first carry ever. I'd have to go back and look at some prior to this season's stats, as he's just a freshman, so that may be his first carry forever. Reynolds in a shotgun. Now Lane is going to run the stack formation on the favors. Handoff to Holiday. He's across the 30. He's going to get out to the 32-yard line, so he's 2nd down and 8, so 2 more yards for Holiday. He's at 9.98. This time we see Hill out in there. Hand off to Holiday. Hill with the block. And Holiday's going to fall forward, and they're going to mark him short of the 35 to the 34. But if that's a 2-yard gain, we're going to say a 1-yard gain, so 9.99. It's 3rd down and 7. This time you got Holiday and Justin D. Hill. Flanking Holiday comes in motion. Dunning to the near side is our receiver. Reynolds looking. He's going deep. He's going for Ahmad Isaac. Makes the catch. Oh! And the ball's on the ground. That's a fumble. And now we're going to see they're going to call it an incomplete pass. It's too bad we don't have instant replay. And so they're going to call it incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. Looked like he had it in his hand, and then the defender knocked it loose. Maybe he didn't have good possession of it, but that call came from the official behind the play. So it brings up 4th down and 7. And Martinez is late getting to the field. Lane may have to burn a timeout. As the clock is down to 10, now you've backed Vanover up to inside his own 30, and a high snap. And this time, a pretty good kick by Martinez as it goes out of bounds, and they're going to bring that up. And let's see where they mark this at. And it goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So Morehouse will begin their second possession. Lane had one nice offensive play by Martinez on a busted play to pick up a 1st down. And then Dragons could do nothing else. As Johnson in a shotgun. Henry's the back. There's the pass. Off the hands of the receiver. And Banks, instead of finding the tip drill ball, stays with the receiver. Otherwise, we might have seen an interception right there. But good coverage by Brandon Banks on the intended receiver. And that was Vanover, who seems to be the big target for Morehouse. Let's see if I can't find that particular stat. 2nd down, 10. High snap. Handoff that time to Isaiah Hicks, and he's brought down for no gain. So it's going to be 3rd down for the Maroon Tigers. I'll get my minds. Tamrick Vanover has 17 catches for 210 yards on the season. And so 3rd, and we're going to call it, they're going to give him a yard, so call it 3rd and 9. Here's the stack formation of receivers for them. This is where they pick the first. Lane faking like they're going to bring a blitz. And you're going to have false start against Morehouse right there, as I think the center moved the ball a little bit early. And so instead of 3rd and 9, it's now 3rd and 14.
Cost the Dragons 5 yards. 3rd and 15.
So Johnson takes the snap. He's looking. He has his receiver, number 9, and he's shooting back to the original line of scrimmage. And number 9 is Lake McGuffey. Looks like McGuffey was probably one of his favorite targets. He's played in 5 games this year. So Morehouse, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So a negative yardage there for for the Maroon Tigers. And so now back to punt again. Number 30, Alexis Maganda. Dunning back deep to receive. Little rugby-style kick again, kicking it away from Dunning. And Dunning backs away, and that ball's going to roll inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. About a 48-yard punt right there off the foot of Maganda. And so our offense huddled. The offense down here huddled around the 35-yard line. Here you see him break, hit it out. Give a shout out to that offensive line: Zadarius Taylor, Christopher Dye, Howard Bush, Robert Johnson, and Darrell Carr for the Dragons. So Reynolds in a shotgun. He's flanked on each side by Holiday and Justin D. Hill. The handoff is to Holiday. He gets to the edge. He's across the 15 to about the 17. So there you folks, you have seen Marcus Holiday. And with that run, he will be over the 1,000-yard mark as he picks up 5. Congratulations to that young man for getting to the 1,000-yard mark for the season. And if I remember correctly, I was told that put him about 5th all time. That handoff is to Justin Hill, and he sprints out across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And so another first down for the Dragons. Little up-tempo right here for the Dragons. They're already back to the line, ready to run a play.
Holiday just went over 1,000 yards rushing on the previous rush.
Hand off to Holiday. He's across the 25. He is going to fall down short of the 30. I said the ball was on the 30, but it's on the 25. So give him 3. And that will be second and a long 7. Hand off this time to Hill. Hill across the 30. He's going to fall forward to about the 33-yard line, so you're going to have a manageable 3rd down and 4. So give him 4 on that play. Shotgun formation for Reynolds. You're going to have Hill as a wing back, Holiday the running back, 2 wide receivers to the far side. This time it's going to be a straight keeper by Reynolds. He sidesteps 1, and he steps out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Well, that'll be a first down for the Dragons. Nice block there by Holiday. Gave him the edge and let him pick up about 6 yards on that play. So you can look out on the field. You have Hampton, Thomas. On the near side, you have Isaacs and Dunning. Reynolds going to look to throw. Look. Nothing there. He steps up, and he's caught from behind. Nice tackle there by number 33, Antonio Johnson, and also number 49, Voris Bryant. So it's going to bring a second down and 12. As we have no score. And we're down to 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. This quarter's just flown by. Lane does not have to run a play if they don't want to. And they do. Hand off to Holiday. No, excuse me, Reynolds a keeper. He's at the 40. 1 man to beat. And a shoestring tackle by number 10, Jaquan Simpkins, gives the big play for the Dragons to end the quarter. As Morehouse, I think, was thinking they were going to just let the quarter run out. So Lane now has it in Morehouse territory. No score after 1. We'll be right back with more Dragon football. As we come back to live play, Lane has it 1st and 10 at the Morehouse 33-yard line. Reynolds in a pistol formation. Holiday, the lone running back. You do see the double stack. Hand off to Holiday. Nothing there for him. He escapes the first man. Oh, and he laterals it back to Reynolds. And Reynolds is finally going to be brought down back at the 48-yard line. So a 15-yard loss on that play by the Dragons. That time it probably Holiday would have been better served if he would have just, eaten that ball and taken about a 5-yard loss instead of a 15-yard loss. And our stats from the first quarter, of course, no score. Morehouse with 2 first downs, Lane with 5 rushing yards. Morehouse 5 rushes, minus 10 yards. Lane 15 rushes, 83 yards. Morehouse has 31 yards passing. Lane has 3. So we have 21 yards of total offense to 86 yards total offense. Reynolds looking. He sidesteps the 1. Now he reverses the field. Nothing there. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down at the 44-yard line. So he picks up about 5. Still going to be a third and about 12 situation for the Dragons. Marcus Reynolds in that first quarter had 6 rushes for 41 yards. Holiday 6 rushes for 18 yards, so he's 6 yards over that 1,000-yard mark. And Reynolds' rushes most of the yardage came on that last play of the quarter. As now he's looking to throw again. Looking, plenty of time. He has wide open. He has Darren Clark. And that is going to be just enough, I believe, for the first down. So nice job by Clark right there to find the sticks and set. And the defender was about 5 yards away from him. So 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Nice play right there by the young man, Darren Clark. Clark, a 6'4", 204-pound junior. Reynolds alone in the backfield. Isaac goes in motion. The handoff is to Isaac, and he's going to be taken down at the 25-yard line, so it's going to be a loss of 3. It's going to be second down and 13. Trying to throw a little ruffle in the offense. I say you just continue to rush the ball, not throw the tricks in. As we see Justin Dehill and Marcus Holiday in the backfield. Hampton, Dunning, Isaacs are your receivers. This time the handoff is to Holiday. Spins away from 1 tackle. Looks like he's going to get down to about the 20-yard line, so he's going to pick up the lost yardage and get 1 additional. So he's going to be at the 20. Looks like he's going to be at the 21-yard line, so he picks up 6. So 3rd and 9. Reynolds walking up to his lineman, calling the blocks. Who's going to have who? Play clock at 17, plenty of time. Reynolds looking for the ball. Takes it. Hand off to Holiday. Holiday cuts right, cuts back left. Still on his feet inside the 20. He's going to fall forward to about the 11-yard line for another first down, Dragons. That was a nice job by Marcus Holiday. He was trying to go to his left, and he cuts back to the right. The hole closed, and he cuts back, and he picks up enough for the first down. Again, the handoff to Holiday. 22 with the tackle right there, David Smith. And probably that tackle saved Holiday from getting down inside the 5. So the Tigers are in the red zone for the first time today. The Dragons are in the red zone for the first time today. This time we're going to see more of a pistol look formation as you have Hill and Holiday. Now Holiday goes in motion. Reynolds takes the snap, and we're going to get a false start penalty on the Dragons. I think probably it looks like maybe Reynolds, Holiday may not have got set right there, and so they call the illegal procedure. So back them up 5. If you back them up 5, it's going to make it second down and 15. And they marked off, seems like they marked off more yardage than 5 yards because the original line of scrimmage was the 8. It should go back out to the 13, not to 15. So it's second down. This time Reynolds is the keeper. He's got the edge. He's at the 10 to 5. So nice stutter step. He actually froze number 31, Rashae March for the
Scoring drive, 15 plays, 87 yards.
for the Maroon Tigers.
7 minutes, 53 seconds. 15 plays, 87 yards. 7:53.
A 15-play, 87-yard drive by the Dragons culminated with a 15-yard run by Marcus Reynolds. Martinez on for the extra point attempt. As we're at 9:44, ball's down, kick is up, and I believe that kick is good. So the Dragons 7, the Maroon Tigers 0, with 9:44 left here in the second quarter. We'll be right back with the kickoff by the Dragons. A little over 7-minute drive there for the Dragons as Martinez puts his foot in the ball. It is taken back there by number 80, Tamarick Vanover Jr. And so the ball, he takes it out to the 29-yard line, 28-yard line. So Morehouse will have first and 10. So again, you have Johnson at the quarterback. You got 2 receivers coming to the near side. You've got 2 to the far side. They're a little tighter in. Somebody was uncovered. Good call by Javante Kelly. Johnson dumps it over the middle, and that's the number 11, Ryan Edwards. And that's 2 catches for Edwards today. And so that'll move the sticks. It'll be first down for the Maroon Tigers. And so the ball's now at the 45-yard line. As true to form, we're seeing Morehouse with a lot more receiving yards than they have in rushing yards. Terry is your running back. Johnson takes the snap, looking to throw. He does. His man is intended receiver was number 8 over there, and that is Ricky Knuckles. Should be Reese Knuckles. And Kenneth Williams with the knockdown on that tackle right there. And so picks up 6 on first down, so it's 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers. Right here would be a nice spot for the Dragon defense to step up and get a stop after a nice 15-play, 87-yard scoring drive. So the ball sets at the Dragon 49-yard line. Johnson takes the snap, looking. And he overthrows this time his intended target, number 9, to Lake McGuffey. So it brings up 3rd and 4. Lane is adjusted pretty well to that double stack receiver core. The big play came there on this drive to number 11, Ryan Edwards. He was in that formation. Somebody just lost him over the middle and left him uncovered in a zone. And so you have Terry as the running back. Johnson takes the snap. Here comes the rush. And that time the pressure forced that pass over the head of Amir Smith. So it brings up 4th down. So Morehouse is going to be forced to punt after the drive started out in a very positive way. They've gone more to the passing game. That time the pressure was coming off the edge, and that was brought by Justin Hill. And Johnson had no choice but to throw that away, and he threw it over the head of his intended receiver. So back deep we have Jamian Dunning. Maganda punting. High snap. Again, rugby-style kick. He kicks it away from Dunning. It bounces at the 20 and is going to roll out of bounds just to the north side of the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 16. And so we have 7:58 left here in the second quarter. And remember, I encourage you to stay tuned at halftime as the Dragons of Lane College, they will be honoring their seniors today. We have 7 seniors. Reynolds waiting on a snap. Holiday, hand off to Holiday, straight up the middle. He spins. He's going to get out to the they're going to mark him down at the 17, so give him a yard on that. So I may mark it at the 18, so give him 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Dragons. As we see Reynolds, double stack. This is the first time I've seen, or this first game I've seen this formation out of the Dragons. Reynolds looking to throw, looking. He's under pressure, and the ball's knocked out of his hands. It's picked up. And so Morehouse is going to take over at the Lane 5-yard line. At that time, Janae Crawford saved a pickup touchdown as Reynolds trying to escape the pursuit by number 33, Antonio Johnson. And Johnson knocks the ball out of his hands. And so Morehouse is going to take over 1st and goal from the Lane 5. Turnovers for the season have hurt the Dragons in some crucial situations. And so a 7-0 lead for the Dragons with 7:14 left on the first turnover of the game. Johnson, and we're going to get a timeout by the Dragons, and we're going to take one, too, real quick with them. We'll be right back with more Dragon football. The Dragons up 7-0 with 7:14 left here in the second quarter.
Here's a reminder, the Lane College Pre-Alumni Council is selling T-shirts in order to raise money to travel to the or $15. So see a council member to make your purchase. Also, if you want to get a jump on the concession stand, you can do that now. Visit the concession stand for hot food, snacks, and a variety of refreshments.
We also have a free filter for today on Snapchat. Anyone sitting on the home side can use our free filter of the Lane College Senior Day.
As we're back to live play, Morehouse, first and goal from the 5. Johnson, Terry. Johnson takes it, looking to throw. And he hits his intended receiver, and that's number 5, Amir Smith. And so just like that, after the first play after the turnover, the Tigers put 6 on the board, and so now our score 7-6 as we await this extra point. And so Maganda will be attempting the extra point. Taylor Brown is the holder. And it's up, and the score now, we're tied. It was 7:08 left. It's 7-7. So the Dragons turn the ball over. It proves to be costly as you give the short field to a team, and most of the time they're going to score on that. So our score 7-7 after the fumble. So going to drop him back deep. Rodney Willingham, Jamian Dunning, and Aaron Thomas for the Dragons. And so Maganda will be kicking off. You look at that play that happened to Marcus Reynolds, just one of those plays where you're trying to make something happen. Somebody comes from the backside and strips you of the football. So Maganda has it teed up. Let's see if he'll pooch. Let's see if he'll just kind of pooch kick this. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. And it fielded there by Darian Evans. And Darian immediately just runs straight out of bounds. And it's going to be marked down at the 30. Going to be at the 33-yard line.
It's your turn to help cheer the Dragons into the end zone.
And so the Dragons will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Dunning, Isaacs to the far side. To the near side is Hampton. You got Hill, Reynolds, and Holiday in the backfield. Snap taken, given off to Holiday. He's across the 35, out to the 40. He's going to be brought down right at the 41-yard line. So a nice run by Marcus Holiday. And we have an injured Dragon on the field. Excuse me, that's an injured Maroon Tiger on the field. Training staff out. And the injured Tiger is number 4, Keith Anderson. He's a 5'10", 210 redshirt freshman from South Chesterfield, Virginia. And he's up and walking off the field under his own power. That's good to see. You always hate to see injuries this late in the season, as this will be the last game for both of these two teams. Lane with the opportunity to go 6-4 and to go 4-3 in SAIC play. Morehouse sits at 2-7 and at 1-6 in conference. Has the handoff. Nope, fake the handoff. This time it's Reynolds. He's across the 45 and he's chased out of bounds. And they're going to mark him just shy of the 50, but that'll be enough for the first down. So Reynolds takes the snap, hands off this time to Holiday off the right side. He spins back in, and he finally is taken down inside Maroon Tiger territory at the 45-yard line, so give him 5 on that play. 2nd and 5. The offensive line is starting to really create some holes there for Holiday. Again, a handoff to Holiday. He comes to the left, cuts back to the right. He's at the 40, 35. One man to beat. And he's going to be thrown out of bounds there by number 10, Jaquan Simpson. And now we're going to see Rodney Willingham come in and give Marcus Holiday a spell. Again, if you just joined us, Holiday has gone over the 1,000-yard rushing mark for the season. So now Reynolds, shotgun formation, Hill, Willingham. Going to hand off the, nope, Reynolds going to keep it behind the block of Hill and Willingham, and he's going to be taken out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. So give him 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. The Dragons need to answer for the turnover that was made, as they had taken a 7-0 lead, and then they gave Morehouse a short field. Morehouse punches it in for 7, and this drive is looking very nice for the Dragons. As again, pistol formation with Willingham, the halfback. The handoff this time is to Willingham. Justin Hill takes 2 people out. I think we're going to get a hold, though, against Lane as a flag came in from the far side. Let's see what the call is, because Justin Hill, he just leveled 2 Morehouse defenders. And I was afraid it was going to be a hold as where the flag came in. Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to take the penalty. They're going to march it off. So it'll come back, and it was way downfield, so it'll actually be about a 7-yard loss. So it'll be 2nd down and 12. This time, Hill is the wing back. Willingham, Reynolds. Reynolds looking to throw, He's throwing. And we're going to get a flag on that. And it's either going to be, I don't know if it's going to be holding or not. But that time, Aaron Thomas, he was held by Jaquan Simpson down that sidelines. And let's see what the call is going to be. See if it's going to be a hold or pass interference. And they're going to call it a pass interference on the defense. So it'll be 1st down. It's an automatic 1st down. As they mark it off now. And so Lane now is going to be 1st and goal. It looks like at about the 9-yard line. Now they're going to spot it right at the 10. So the sticks are going to move. Don't know if they can. No, the way they've got the ball placed, there is no opportunity for another 1st down. So 1st and goal. This time off to Holiday, up the middle, up, and he falls forward, and they're going to mark him down at about the 1 yard line, so a 9-yard gain for the Dragons on that play. Lining up very quickly are the Dragons. Reynolds takes a snap, hands it off to Holiday, and he is across the goal line. So with 4:01 now left, the Dragons answer, making up for the turnover. It's now 13-7 as we await the extra point by Raul Martinez.
Touchdown run by Holiday.
So Martinez, kick up, kick good. 14-0 is our score. 4:01 left. We'll be right back with more Dragon football.
Scoring drive, 8 plays, 67 yards, including penalties. 8 plays, 67 yards, 3 minutes, 3 seconds.
Congratulations, Adas. Your cheers led the Dragons
He's down
into
there.
the end zone.
PA guy's down there on the other end. No, I'm doing the TV. That's okay. If I was doing it, I would. But yeah, he's down probably behind that cameraman right there. Huh? As we come back to live play, Raul Martinez has it teed up. He's going to kick it deep. And he kind of pooches that one. It's going to be fielded and dropped. And the wise thing to do is just fall on top of that is Reese Knuckles misplayed the balls. That ball had a lot of spin on it.
Lane Field is a smoke-free environment. Please refrain from smoking.
And so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Morehouse at their own 20. By the way, that last scoring drive for the Dragons was 8 plays, 67 yards, including penalties, and it took 3 minutes and 3 seconds off of the clock. As Johnson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. And he's found his target, number 11. And that is Ryan Edwards. And I'm in the booth next to the coaches for the Lane coaches, and they specifically said make sure somebody gets 11. And so he picks up 8 on the play, make it 2nd down and 2.
To my right, that's called the Dragon entrance. All the escorts for the senior presentation begin to report to the track.
Johnson, shotgun, looking to throw, looking, and he's going to deep, and he overthrows a wide open receiver, and that is Amar Smith, and he had beaten the Lane defense. He had gotten behind not Anthony Blackett. He had gotten behind Kenneth Williams that time. And once he got free, but that pass just had a little bit too much mustard on it and goes sailing over his head harmlessly. So it brings up 3rd down and 3. And as we have seen, the first quarter went by very quickly, and now Morehouse has gone to this passing game, and so it's kind of slowed the tempo of our game down just a little bit. If you got 2 receivers to the near side, Johnson's going to look. Nothing there. He's going to take off. He's going to have the 1st down, but he's brought down from behind, and that was a nice tackle by Dale Carr, number 77. Number 47, Ray Taylor. Nice job by Taylor to recover and limit the damage. He does get a 1st down. as the ball is now going to be spotted at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Maroon Tigers. 2:45, the clock runs. 16 seconds on the play clock. Bringing the play in from the sideline is Kevin Taylor. Handoff to Terry. He's brought down after a 1-yard gain. And it looks like Kevin Terry has come in as quarterback to replace Johnson, Monquavius Johnson. Taylor is a 6'5", 220-pound sophomore. And now your running back will be Isaiah Hicks. Looking to throw, looking. And the fast to Smith is incomplete as Anthony Blackman in on that coverage. So that brings up 3rd and 9 for the Tigers. Timeout Morehouse. That's their first of the half. So with 1:43, it's 14-7. We'll be right back with more Dragon football.
The seniors for the senior presentation to report to the track. That's down to my right near the Dragon entrance. The Lane College Athletic Department and the City of Jackson joined forces to help stop littering. We have placed drop-off locations throughout the stadium for all trash. Please help keep our stadium and the City of Jackson beautiful by making sure to place your trash in the containers today before you leave the stadium. If you are on Snapchat, there's a new Snapchat filter for the Dragons. You can record your game day experience on Snapchat today.
Welcome back to live play. Looking to pass. He's still on his feet. He's at the 40. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 40. He's going to have the first down. He's going to have the first down. So a nice play by Kevin Taylor to keep the play alive. Looks like today may be upset day in Division I football. I've noticed Mississippi State has beaten Texas A&M. I know some of my friends won't be real happy about that. Now, looking to throw, being chased. And he's being chased some more. And finally, he's going to be brought down as he falls down and is tapped down by Cortez Roby. But there is a flag. There is a flag at the 46-yard line. Auburn holds on to beat Vanderbilt 23-16. Mississippi State does defeat Texas A&M 35-28. And so let's see what the flag is. The flag is probably going to be for a hold against Morehouse. If that's the case, you take the play and you push them way back. Now, there was a lot of discussion this week as the first after the play, it is a personal foul against Morehouse, so that's a dead ball penalty, so that could back them up 15 yards additional to where they're at. So they will march off. Are they going to march yardage off? Yes, they will mark off the yardage. So that's going to take the ball back. It's going to take the ball back inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. And so now they have to get for a first down to the lane 44-yard line. So it's second down in 40. And handoff. Nope. Quarterback keeps it. Taylor, he goes to the left. He steps out of bounds at the 25-yard line. As I started to say just a moment ago, Texas A&M, after the first college football ranking system came out, was ranked number 4. And there was a lot of questions as to how they got ahead of Washington. And after today's defeat to Mississippi State, naturally they're going to drop totally out of that picture for the college football playoffs. Taylor, shotgun formation, 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. The handoff's going to be to Hicks, and he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. So we have 44 seconds left. Looks like someone is taking a timeout, and it is going to be Coach Burrows. So we see 43 seconds left on the clock. Lane takes a timeout. Let's take one with them. 14-7 is our score. Come back for more Dragon football after this short break.
Yeah, it's 4th down. Jamie and Dunning back to receive.
So 4th down and 24. Maganda comes on for the punt. He's probably going to do, again, he'll angle it away from Dunning. Good kick. This time Dunning couldn't return it. He picks it up at the 22. He's out to the 25. So only a 3-yard return. But Coach Burrows saved it. He's going to give himself time for about 2 plays or 3 plays right here with 31 seconds left here in the first half. The Dragons up 14-7. Remember, as we go into halftime, I want to remind you to stay tuned to the middle of the field in our broadcast, as you will see the seniors from Lane College honored. The cheerleaders and the football team. There are 7 football players. I don't know. I think there's just 3 cheerleaders is what I was told. So Reynolds lone in the backfield. 4 receivers to the far side. In motion comes Isaac. Fakes the handoff. Reynolds looking. He steps away from the pressure. And he had Micah Grisby wide open on the far sideline on a blown coverage, I'm sure, by the Tigers. But he led him too far, and that pass falls incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 with 24 seconds left on the clock. I think you take one more shot down the field right here, and then if you're unsuccessful, you just run the ball or let the clock run out, whichever one you want to do. As Grigsby heads back out to the far side with Isaac. To the near side is Hampton. And he's going to hand it off to Holiday. He's across the 30, 35. And a shoestring tackle right there by number 42. And that is Vondrea Conway. And so Holiday still down after a hard tackle right there. And so we have an official timeout with 18 seconds left. It did get enough for the first down. The ball's at the 38-yard line. So the training staff tends to Holiday. Willingham was going to go in and take his place. And off he comes. And at the end of the play, unfortunately, we saw a twist of the leg by the tackler. And so now Holiday will hit the training table, and they'll check him out. And the officials are discussing, the umpire and the referee. Ball's been blown into play. The clock starts. Reynolds fakes the handoff again to Isaac, looking downfield, and overthrows Amari Hampton. Pretty good coverage right there by Emmanuel Parks. And so you have 7 seconds left here in the first half.
It's now third down.
And so the first half has moved faster than I thought it had. It's just now 3:07 Central Time. And an umpire coming back again, as it is second down. On the far side, we see the chain gang, if you want to call them that, and they had third down. It's only second down. So you probably have time for 2 plays, maybe, if you try to extend it down the field. Reynolds now is just going to hand it off. And that handoff was to Darian Evans. And a big hit at the end of the half. So we're going to go into halftime. The Dragons are going to have the lead 14-7. Again, pay attention to midfield as the seniors of the Dragons will be honored as we go. And we'll be right back. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with more Dragon football.
In 2016. Please stand by for the halftime presentation honoring our seniors.
And we welcome you back to our live broadcast. We are in Jackson, Tennessee at Lane Field for the final game of the 2016 Lane Dragon football season. My name is Ray Pack. Been pleased to be bringing the broadcast to you each and every home game. Appreciate all the hard work that our students and others put in to make sure this production runs smoothly. At halftime, you saw them pay the tribute to this year's senior class of our football team and our cheerleaders, and we hope you enjoyed that. And also the Lane Band performing, continuing to perform. You saw them do their thing. Very quickly, the first half stats for Morehouse College. They have 7 points on the scoreboard, 5 first downs, 11 rushes for 6 yards, 67 yards of passing. They were 7 of 14, no interceptions. So Morehouse ran a total of 25 plays for 73 yards. The time of possession for Morehouse was 11 minutes and 39 seconds. They were 3 of 7 on fourth down conversions, and they did not attempt a fourth down conversion. Now for the homestanding Dragons, 14 points, of course, on the scoreboard. They had 12 first downs, 33 rushes for 168 yards, 24 yards of net passing, 3 for 8. So they've run a total of 41 plays, 192 yards. Turnover battle. Morehouse is winning that as Lane has fumbled once and lost it. That was led to the only score for Morehouse as they took it over on a short field. Lane had possession, 18 minutes and 21 seconds. They were 3 of 6 on third down. On fourth down, the big run by Raul Martinez set up and converted that fourth down play. Both teams have scored each and every time they've been in the red zone. Morehouse 1 for 1, Lane 2 for 2. Individually, looking at the stats, Marcus Holliday, 16 rushes, 94 yards, and congratulations to that young man. He needed 12 coming in to surpass the 1,000-yard mark, and he did that easily. Marcus Reynolds, 12 rushes for 74 yards. Raul Martinez, as I said, on that fourth down play, a play in where the punt, the snap was wide to his left, but he saw what was going on. He was able to tuck it and run for 16 yards to pick up that first down. And then Justin D. Hill, 2 carries for 14 yards. Darren Clark is our leading receiver with a 1 catch for 21 yards. Ahmad Isaac, 1 catch, 7 yards. Marcus Holliday, 1 reception and 4 yards, the loss in that category. In tackles, again, leading the Dragons, no surprise here. Whitney Richardson, he has 3 unassisted, 1 assisted tackle, and 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss. And leading for the Morehouse Maroon Tigers is Bundre Conway. He has 6 unassisted tackles and 1 assist for a total of 7, and one of those was a tackle for loss. So with 16 seconds left here on the clock, we're going to take one final timeout, and we'll be right back with more Dragon football. She's good. We're about to join her, take a nap. We're back at nap time. I mean at halftime. As we come back, Raul Martinez getting ready to tee it up. He'll be kicking it deep. Back deep For the Maroon Tigers, you'll have number 5, Amir Smith, number 9, Lake McGuffey. Up at the 20-yard line, you'll have number 21, Lynn Parrish, and it looks like number 16, Kenneth Higgins. Kick is in the air. It's going to be fielded by Smith at the 7, to the 10, to 20, 25, 30. Reverses his field, 40. And finally brought down at the 44-yard line. And it looks like he's brought down there by Justin Hill. Unfortunately, Hill was able to make that tackle because, they're going to mark him down at the 46-yard line. So a 29-yard return. As now we see Kevin Taylor coming back out to start the second half for the Tigers. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Lone running back in the backfield. That's Isaiah Hicks. Taylor looking to throw. The rush coming. Rush still coming. And he just throws that one away as the pressure was right there by Ray Taylor. So a 2nd and 10. Smart play by Taylor on that to just see that nothing was there, so he throws it away. And he saves probably about a 20-yard loss. And we saw that in the first half. The Dragons with some big plays, big sack, and then a personal foul penalty. As play clock, the ball's blown into play. Now you have trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Hand off to Hicks. He's met by none other than Ray Taylor. Going to get a pickup of about 2, so make it 3rd down and 8.
Morehouse College.
So 3rd down and 8 for the Maroon Tigers. Taylor is going to go to the shotgun formation with Hicks. Again, you have trips to the far side. The Dragons need to keep up with number 11, Ryan Edwards. He's been the leading receiver today for the Tigers. Looking to throw. Throwing. And that's going to be holding right there. A jersey was grabbed. That's going to be holding. I believe that's going to be on Brandon Banks. And they're going to call pass interference. So that'll be an automatic 1st down. So 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. I think even if he had not interfered with him, that pass would have been probably incomplete. Looked like he had overthrown that one. So instead, it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers as they move into Dragon territory at the 37-yard line. Again, we see trips to the far side. A lone receiver to the near side. 1 running back. That's Hicks. Takes a snap. The handoff is to Hicks. Hicks this time gets through the initial hole, and he's going to be brought down by Brandon Banks. As he got to the 2nd level, and they're going to mark him down, looks like at about the 32-yard line, so that'll be a 5-yard pickup, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. So Taylor's come in and he's given a little bit of offensive punch for Morehouse here in the second half. He played the last drive of the first half. And this time you're going to have trips to the near side. You've got number 5, Smith. Knuckles. Number 83, Herron. Hit easy's thrown. It's complete to Herron. He falls down. He falls down at the 25-yard line, but that'll be good for a first down for the Tigers. On the far side of the field, you had number 80 lined up out there, and that's Tamrick Vanover Jr. So far, this is the best drive of the half the best drive of the game for the Tigers. Trips to the far side. Hand off to Hicks. He's to the second level. He's through. And finally, he is brought down by Anthony Blackman, Cortez Roby. And so it'll be first down. The ball will be at the 14-yard line. So Morehouse driving as they've come out of the locker room. 11:55 left here in the third quarter. Dragons holding on to a 14-7 lead.
Tell Shaq if he got a problem, come do this.
That time it was a handoff to number 2, Terry, and he is met at the line, and he may have lost a yard, so it's going to be 1st and 11. And that time you had Will Lacey Jr. in on that tackle.
Final score, Fort Valley State 21, Albany State 17. 21-17. Fort Valley State will represent the Eastern Division in the conference final.
As you heard, Fort Valley State comes back. They win 21-17 over Albany State. They will be a representative in the championship game. Taylor takes the snap. He's looking to throw this time. And he's got a man in the back of the end zone, and it's off his fingertips. And that was Tamrick Vanover Jr. So it's 3rd and 11. I would consider it a win for Lane right here if they can hold them to a field goal attempt.
Get up, warm yourselves, cheer for this Dragon defense.
Play coming in from the sidelines. That's Amir Smith bringing it in. So you have Terry in the backfield with Taylor. Taylor looking to throw, looking to his right. He's locked in on one receiver. And it's going to be complete, and the ball's going to be taken down at the 2-yard line. So a big play right there. That time, the quarterback, Taylor, never took his eyes off of that side of the field. And so it's 1st and goal at the 2 for the Tigers. And Lane takes a timeout. Let's take one right with him. It's 14-7, but Morehouse is threatening as they have 1st and goal from 2. We'll be right back with more Lane Dragon football. As we come back to live play, Morehouse 1st and goal from the 2. This time Taylor goes under center. He's got an I formation. Terry, the back, deep back, takes the handoff, and he's going to be brought down. Looks like maybe no gain right there. Lead blocker was DeAndre Parks. And Parks is a 5'11", 225-pound fullback. Looks like no gain, so 2nd and goal from the 2. Same formation. Parks and Terry are the backfield. And Terry again, that time he is hit and he's pushed back, and he may have lost a yard right there as the Lane defensive line just collapsed on him very quickly. Nice job right there by the defense. Too many Dragons to single one out on that. So 3rd and goal, and the ball is back at about the 3.5-yard line. Taylor under center, I formation. Again, this time Taylor keeps it on a bootleg and into the end zone to go. Everybody was focused on Bryson Terry, that somebody lost containment on Kevin Taylor, and he waltzes into the end zone. So it's now 14-13, 8:43 left in the third quarter. Don't think the Lane defense was looking for that, as we see Alex Maganda. High snap. Kick up, kick good. So, folks, 8:43 left here in the first half. 14-14. We'll be right back with more Lane football. As we come back, Maganda has it teed up. Little pooch kick. Fair caught. Fair catch made there by Darian Evans. And it's going to be a flag. So once you call a fair catch, you cannot take off running. And Evans that time did the signal fair catch, and then he takes off. Let's see if they're going to, they're going to mark it off. All right. So it's 30-yard line. Lane will have 1st and 10, their first possession of the second half. And it's good to see Marcus Holliday back out on the field. As we see Hampton coming to this side. Dunning is on this side. Reynolds, Holliday in the backfield. Hand off to Holliday. He breaks it across the 35, across the 40. And he's going to mark him down at the 40. And so there'll be 2nd down and 1, about a 9-yard. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2, as they did spot the ball originally on the 32-yard line, not the 30. And off to Holliday, has the 1st down across the 42, out to about the 43-yard line. So Lane has 1st and 10 now. And I was looking out to the far side, didn't see the number, but that's Justin Justin D. Hill on the far side. And this time now he is flanked next to Reynolds. Holiday goes in motion. He sets. Hand off this time to Hill. Hill. As that time, Hill is going to have no gain, but I believe we're going to have a hold on the play. Let's see what they do. If they're going to take the penalty. And so 10-yard penalty on Lane there for holding. It's going to be first down and 20. And you've got Hill and Holiday in the backfield, Dunning to the near side. Like Isaac and Hampton, excuse me, not Isaac, that is Aaron Thomas, number 9, and 85, Amari Hampton. Reynolds takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking. Nothing there. He kept as a keeper. And he's going to gain a yard. So it's going to be second down, and we're going to call it 19 from the 33-yard line. That time the pressure finally was getting to him. Nobody open. That's good coverage by the Maroon Tigers. And so now you have Thomas Dunning to the near side. Hampton still on the far side. You're going to have Hill and Holiday in the backfield. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Nope. It was a keeper by Reynolds. He gets to the 35. Going to bring up third down. 3rd and 18. Now we'll see an empty set in the backfield as you've got 4 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Obviously seems to be a passing situation, being his 3rd and forever. Ahmad Isaacs comes in motion. The pressure's there. And Reynolds is going to be sacked at the 25-yard line. So that's a 10-yard loss. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Not a good start for the Dragons here in the second half. It started off positive, but then that 10-yard holding penalty put them in a hole, and they never recovered from that. And so Raul Martinez coming out. Jonathan Franklin is our long snapper. We don't call their names very often. And back deep, you got Tambrick. And a high snap is going to set Morehouse up. 1st and goal. Two things right here. You gave Morehouse the short field in the first half from the 5 on the fumble. And this time it's a turnover on downs on a very poor snap. As the snap was high, Martinez couldn't get to it. So Kevin Taylor continues to lead this offense as we see a new running back out in the game. That's number 34, Belvin Adet. And there's the pass. Complete. It's complete down under there to Reese Knuckles. So it's going to be second down and goal from the 4. About a 5-yard pickup. Double stack formation wide receiver wise. Taylor looking, throwing. Incomplete. His feet were, they call it incomplete, saying he stepped on the line as he caught it. That was close. He tried to toe the sidelines. Of course, up here we don't have an angle to see exactly if he was in or out. And I know we don't have a camera angle to show it to you, so it'll stand. We'll take that as a Dragon fan. So it's 3rd and goal from the 4. Taylor looking, and they're going to call it. I don't know if they're going to call that incomplete pass or if they're going to say it was out of bounds. So Morehouse is going to attempt a field goal. Got Alexis Maganda, number 30. And we have an official timeout for an injured Morehouse player over here on the sideline. Let's take it real quick, take one real quick with us. It's 4:08 left here in the 3rd quarter. 14-14 is our score. When we come back, Morehouse will be attempting a field goal. We'll be right back with more Dragon football. And the player that was down was the quarterback, number 1, Kevin Taylor. Excuse me, I'm looking at the pronunciation guide and pronounced his name wrong. So it's going to be a 20-yard field goal off the foot of Alexis Baganda. Kicking from the left hash. Kick is up. That kick is good. So just like that, Morehouse comes out of the locker room, puts 10 on the board here in the 3rd quarter, and they take the lead 17-14. Good crowd on hand today for the football game. Being the last game of the season, it really hasn't felt like football weather at any of the games that we have seen. But as you look at today, it's about 70 degrees out. It was kind of cool this morning. It's getting more like football weather. There's not much left. So we're going to see Maganda kick off. Back deep, you're going to have Dunning and Willingham. At the next level, you're going to have Aaron Thomas. Actually looks like Aaron's going to drop back to the 2nd level. You'll have Jamie and Dunning deep. You know, the one thing I've noticed today, Morehouse has kicked it away, kept it away from Jamie and Dunning. And we're going to see another pooch kick. And again, the pooch kick. And a pile of people as that time Darian Evans points at the ball. Should have caught that as a fair catch, but instead he lets it go over his hand. And you know, that is a live football after the ball travels 10 yards. The Dragons are fortunate right here to maintain possession. That ball was bouncing all over the field. So the Dragons, after their first drive, they put themselves in a hole with a 10-yard holding penalty. As you look at this replay of the pass down in the corner of the end zone, boy, that was close. That was close looking at that replay from this angle. Hand off to Holiday. Across the 40. And I believe we probably had an inadvertent whistle right there because Holiday never went down his progress. He crosses the 40 to the 41, so give him a pickup of 6 or a 4, make it 2nd and 6. Again, you have a double tight end formation, 2 receivers to the far side. Holiday, the lone running back. Reynolds in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Reynolds is going to keep it. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So bring up a manageable 3rd down and 2 for the Dragons. So again, you have Hampton and Dunning. Hand off to Holiday. And Holiday, it's going to be very close. Let's see where the spot is. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and a yard. And we're going to get an official's timeout. Both coaches argue, and Coach Burrows is wanting a better spot. He fell forward, and then Morehouse's coach is wanting the spot where they put it because they were signaling 1st down at first. And I do think he got a bad spot. I think he was at least another half a yard or so forward. And so they're going to mark it just across the 45. So he basically a yard to go. Looks like Coach Burrows is going to go for this. And after the adventures we've seen on some of the punts, I would say that's not a bad idea as the clock's running at 2:40. Lane 4th and 1 on their own 46. So a gamble. And I believe they got him to jump off sides. And since contact was made, it doesn't become a free play. Offsides on the defense, but contact was made, and that's what killed the play. So Lane is going to get a free play. Which that might have been the design, was to draw them off sides. There was 12 seconds left on the play clock. So now the ball is in Morehouse territory at the 49-yard line. Reynolds takes the snap, hand off to Holiday. Holiday's hit. He's going to fall forward. He might get back to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like they may give him about a half a yard loss. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11. As Holiday is going to come out and get a little breather. You see Justin D. Hill going back out. Dunning, Hampton to the near side. Unbalanced line, 4 linemen on the far side. Hand off to Hill. He's got the edge. Still on his feet. He breaks it across down to the 45. So give him a pickup of 5. Make it 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 5 to go for the Dragons.
Dragons looking to the sideline for their play. Again, Hill's going to be the lone running back. Again, an unbalanced line. Three seconds on the play clock. Got to get the play off. Just got the play off. Reynolds keeps it. And he is going to be brought down after a gain of 1. And this time the Dragons are going to punt. 4th and 4. Martinez will take the snap at his own 40, back deep. You have Tamrick Vanover Jr. Now low snap. That's 2 in a row. That's 2 times in a row we've seen special teams come in as the clock runs out. And we're going to go to the 4th quarter. Lane's going to trail 17-14 as they begin the 4th quarter. And we'll be right back with the 4th quarter of play.
After the end of 3, your score, Morehouse 17, Lane College 14.
So we come back to play. Morehouse has it 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. That's 2 series in a row that bad snaps have cost the Dragons. The last time they held Morehouse to a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do this time. As we do see Kevin Taylor back out on the field. Looking to throw, looking. He's being pursued, and he's going to be chased out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain by Whitney Richardson as he avoided the pressure coming from the backside by Brandon Miller. So give him a gain of 2, make it 2nd down and 8. Just a reminder, this is the last home basketball game, home football game. Basketball cranks up with the women coming and playing a home game on November the 28th. There's the handoff. It's Isaacs, and nice hit right there. That was a big hit by Charles Dudley. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. And that time Hicks just took a hit. So let's see if the Dragon defense can hold right here on 3rd down. You're going to see 3 receivers to the far side. You're going to have number 83, Ahmad Herron. Amir Smith, Reese Knuckles, and I think that's going to go against Morehouse for a false start. I think someone moved. Your receiver to the near sideline was Tremel Gooden. So instead of 3rd and 3, it becomes 3rd and 8. So that changes the play call totally for Morehouse. 13:25 left here in the football game. Taylor, shotgun, takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and he's got his man, but it's off the fingertips. I believe this may be a holding penalty on the flag. It is going to be a hold against Morehouse. Decline that. Make them punt. So the Lane defense steps up after another muff snap on a punt. They hold them that time to no major damage. Getting out the stats from halftime so I can make a comparison to what happened in the third quarter, and I'll give you a breakdown here in just a minute. I know that quarter was dominated by Morehouse. Dunning with the fair catch, and we're going to get a flag. And I don't know what this flag is going to be, some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't know who it's going to be on, but I guarantee it's going to be on somebody. Dunning fair caught at the 11. And things are kind of getting a little chippy out there with a few players. All right, as they sort this out, looking at the comparison here, 50 yards of total offense for Morehouse in that quarter, and Lane with -3. There's the difference right there. And it is going to go. It's going to be holding on Lane on the punt return by Malik Thompson. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. So that's going to put the ball at about the 5.5-yard line. And so the ball just outside the 5-yard line. Lane trails by 3, 17-13 with 13 minutes to go in the football game. Lane trying to go 6-4 on the season and 4-3 in conference play. There we go, the handoff. Holiday. He's got the edge, one man, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 19-yard line. They're going to mark it down at the 20. So give him about 15 on that play. Nice run. That's up to 126 yards for Holiday. So, and just announcing in the press box, that gives him 1,100 yards. And that time, a busted play. Should have handed that off. Reynolds kept it, and he was met in the backfield by number 33, Antonio Johnson. So it's going to be a loss of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Reynolds, Holiday in the backfield. This time Reynolds shifts Holiday to his left. Hands off to Holiday, cuts it back inside. Still on his feet. He's across the 25. He's going to be down at about the 27-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd down, and we're going to call it 2.5. Maybe let's make it 2. Let's say 3rd and 2. Manageable right here for the Dragons. As the Dragons look into the sideline, I don't know if it's play change or not. 6 on the play clock. And it's kept by Reynolds. And that play has been busted twice in this drive as he pulls the ball out of the gut of Marcus Holiday. And another loss as it puts him back inside the 25 to the 26. So instead of 3rd and 2, it's going to be now 4th and 5 A loss of 3.
4th and 5 today. Noah Martinez got to punt.
And so Martinez back on the field. Back on the field to punt. We got a new long snapper. Got a new long snapper on the field. It's going to be number 60. Low snap again, but Vanover. He's going to field it. Ball's going to bounce out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And so now we get a flag. It's going to be a personal foul. Didn't see exactly what happened. I was looking back. The new long snapper for Lane was number 60, Armand Hall. And they're discussing what's going to happen over here. And I think it's going to go against Morehouse. Penalty is going to be against Darren Clark, and he has been ejected from the game for a personal foul. And so I had 15 yards to the end of that punt, and Martinez did a nice job picking the ball up off of the ground and getting the kick away, and a pretty good kick. And then a penalty moves the ball down to the Lane 42-yard line. So fundamental mistakes right here have really hurt the Dragons today. And Taylor on the quarterback draw, still on his feet, down inside the 25. And we got a penalty flag. I believe we're going to get a hold against Morehouse, maybe. Explains why the hole was so big. He was holding. So back him up 10 from the original line of scrimmage. It's going to make it 1st and 20.
What?
So a nice gain of 17 yards was negated by a holding penalty. This time Taylor's looking to throw, and he escapes the sack, but he's going to be taken out of bounds by number 5, Javante Kelly. And Morehouse is wanting a flag on that too. They're going to want a flag on everything now that where it's close to the sidelines. So it'll be 2nd down and 16, 4-yard pickup. Shotgun formation, trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Quarterback keeper. And Whitney Richardson there in on that tackle. And you also had Brandon Miller in on that tackle. So to bring up 3rd down. .8:40 left here in the football game. 3rd down and 16. No gain on that play. Taylor takes the snap. He's looking to throw, looking. And he's just thrown up a Hail Mary. And incomplete. Incomplete. I thought Will Lacey Jr. may have had him a pick right there. And so the defense forces another punt. And let's see if the offense can get back in gear here in the second half. And remember, in the third quarter, they were minus 3 yards of offense. And so far in the fourth quarter, it hadn't been a whole lot more other than that one run by Marcus Holliday. Back deep, Jamie and Dunning, a high snap. And the flag comes. And so another penalty. This one's going to be on Jabari Alexander, and it's a personal foul. And so 15 yards, an automatic first down. And we have seen some uncharacteristic things from the Dragons today. Just fundamental mistakes that you would not expect to see being made at this point in the season. And so instead of 1st and 10, it's going to be 1st and 10. Instead of 1st and 10 for the Dragons, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Morehouse. And the ball's going to be spotted at the Lane 32-yard line. So your defense comes up with what you need to stop. And then a penalty, personal foul, roughing the kicker gives Morehouse a first down.
The Tigers retain possession.
So 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Maroon Tigers. As Kevin Taylor still in at quarterback. Halfback pass, back over to the quarterback, and he's on his feet. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, taken down at the 2-yard line. So that time it was a halfback pass. Abir Smith is the one who threw that pass. And a big play on first down for Morehouse. So now you got the I. Hand off to Hicks. And he's met. And he's dropped for a loss of a yard. Your fullback that time is DeAndre Parks. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Ball at the 4-yard line. And Morehouse is going to take a timeout. It was 6:30 left here in the game. Lane down by 3, 17-14. Morehouse takes a timeout. We'll be right back with more football right here.
We want to thank the Lane College Mass Communication Broadcasting team led by Professor Peters. Remember, Lane College is pioneering new frontiers in the ever-changing communication world. For more information or to enroll today, check out lanecollege.edu. Go Dragons!
All right, we're back. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. This time, Hicks is the only one. Stevens looking. He hits his receiver, and following across into the end zone is DeAndre Parks for the touchdown for Morehouse. So now it's 23-14. And we will await the extra point. And Maganda comes out for the extra point. Kick up, kick good. It's going to make it 24-14. So the Dragons find themselves now in a 10-point deficit with 6:24 left here in the football game. We're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be right back. As we come back to play, the Maroon Tigers are getting ready to tee it up and kick it off. They have been very successful today keeping the ball out of the hands of dangerous Jamie and Nunning. As we've seen some uncharacteristic things that the Dragons have not done all season long, on kickoffs to silly penalties. Ball's taken at the 30. And he's going to get out to about the 35-yard line. That is Darian Evans on the return. So the Dragons find themselves down by 10. Headed here to the end of the season. As we see the Dragons head back out on offense. 6:14 left here in the football game and in the season. Reynolds, Holiday, hand off to Holiday. He's hit in the backfield, still falls forward for a gain of 3. Make it 2nd and 7.
Antonio Johnson will stop for Morehouse.
So 2nd down and 7. Again, the same formation we were seeing them in a moment ago. Reynolds looking to throw this time. And that time, Reynolds nothing there. And ends up stepping out of bounds, takes a loss. It's going to go back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. So now you're going to have an empty backfield. You have Dunning and Thomas to the near side, and also Isaac. And now coming out this way is Micah Grigsby. You got Amari Hampton on the far side of the field. There's the pass. And intended receiver Amari Hampton. And it's going to be holding against against the Dragons. So let's see. They're going to refuse the penalty, force another punt. And I venture to say that what will happen here is hopefully we'll have a good snap. As Martinez, at least 3 times today, it has been bad snaps. It has been bad snaps that have cost the Dragons today on special teams. Whistle, ball's blown into play. Good snap this time. Martinez gets a foot into the ball, angles it to the sidelines. It hits at the 30. It's picked up at the 24. And out of bounds steps Tamarick Vanover Jr. So Morehouse with 4:54. At their own 29-yard line, will take over 1st and 10. So they come out with Kevin Taylor as the quarterback. They started out today with Bonquavius Johnson as their quarterback. And under center is Taylor. And the handoff was spelled out nicely there, as that is Melvin Idlet on the carry. And so the ball is spotted back at the 25-yard line, so it's a loss of 4. We got 2nd and 14. And now Taylor goes back into the shotgun formation. And again, the handoff to number 34, Melvin Idlet. And timeout Lane College. So 3:56 left here in the football game. 24-14, Morehouse on top. We'll be right back with more Dragon football.
Melvin Idlet on the carry for Morehouse. In other games around the SIAC, around the SIAC, Benedict has defeated Kentucky State 39-35.
And so as we come back to live play now, 3rd down and 12 for Morehouse. As Taylor's going to drop back in a shotgun, he's going to send trips to the right, single receiver to the left, lone running back. Looking to throw, looking. This time he's going to run, and he is brought down by Whitney Richardson, and they're going to say he's down because Richardson comes up with the football. He takes it right out, takes it right away from him, but I believe his knee was down right there. Probably a good call by the linesman on this side. Oh no! Now the referee is overruling the linesman, and it's going to give Lane the football. So Whitney Richardson with a tackle for loss, the sack on the quarterback, and strips the football and takes it away. Now Lane has a shorter field as the ball will be placed at the 21-yard line with 3:33 left in our game. Lane takes over 1st and 10 at the Morehouse 21-yard line. I think this may be the first time in the second half that they have been in Morehouse territory. Empty backfield. Reynolds under center. Little lateral. Oh, this time Dunning had the option for the wide receiver pass, but he kept the ball, and he is going to take the ball inside the 20 to the 19, so a 2-yard gain. That was a lateral back to Jamie and Dunning. 3 minutes left. Reynolds, again, empty backfield. The pressure comes, and the sack as he's taken down at the 33-yard line, so a loss of 14. And so now it's 3rd down and 22. That time, Morehouse was not fooled. As we're going to see Hampton to the near side, Dunning, Isaac, and Crawford to the far side. Willingham is in the backfield. And it looks like Morehouse is going to take a timeout. So 2:25 left, 24-14. Hey, check out some of the upcoming events at Lane College. The men's and women's basketball teams are coming up. Action starts November 28th. Here's the schedule. All right, we'll come back to live action. Trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Willingham is the running back. Shotgun formation by Reynolds. Crawford comes in motion, fakes the handoff, and there's the throw. And it is caught for a touchdown, and that is Aaron Thomas on that touchdown. What a play. And so now Lane, with 2:18 left, is only down 4, awaiting this extra point. So it's 24-20. What a pass. Even better, what a catch by Aaron Thomas. Snap, hold, kick. It's good, and Lane has now fought back as both turnovers today have resulted in short fields and points for each team. 24-21, 2:18 left. Each team with one timeout. And kind of true to form of a lot of games this season at home, the dramatic has come at the end of the game, and Lane has won a couple of them late in the game. So Martinez is going to tee it up. And, yes, it looks like the all-hands team has come out for Morehouse. Nobody is back deep or is deeper than the 35-yard line, and that's Amir Smith. Other than that, you have the hands team up front. Last game of the season. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. And it looks like the onside kick is coming. And here we go. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. And it will be spotted. Did not get the roll and the hop that Martinez had hoped for. So the ball goes out of bounds at the Lane 47-yard line. And so now with 2:18 left, only one timeout to go for the Dragons. Taylor's going to go under center. They're going to run the I formation with Parks and Hicks. Parks is the fullback. Hicks is the halfback. They're going to give it to Hicks, and Hicks is going to find tough sledding, but the clock keeps running. It's second down. And they spot it as a no gain, so it's 2nd and 10. The clock continues to run with 1:51, 18 seconds on the play clock. They're going to be able to run it down to about 1.5 minutes before they have to take the snap. Again, I formation. Handoff again to Hicks. This time he loses a yard, and Coach Burrows is going to take his third and final timeout. So we have 1:28 left. And so Coach Burrows uses that timeout in order to stop the clock and hopefully have a stop here on third down where they may have 30 seconds or so left by the end of the play, and maybe have 30 seconds or so left to run some type of offense. But they will, if that happens, they will probably have to come from deep in their territory if the ball is in fact punted. What Lane needs right now is a turnover of some type. And to give themselves so the ball is spotted at the Lane 48, so that's a loss of 1 to make it 3rd and 11. I would venture to say that Morehouse is going to run the football as you only have one receiver out on the field. You got a double tight end set. And, yep, they're going to hand it right to Hicks. And he breaks free. And he gets down to the 39-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down. The clock continues to run. And you're going to have the stop clock is going to stop for an official timeout for an injury, and that's number 11, Ryan Edwards, for Morehouse. Yeah, so Lane's going to probably end up with about 35 seconds or so left on the clock in order to try to generate some type of offense. I have not seen the punter come onto the field yet. As they help the injured player up to his feet. And he's being helped off of the field. Unable to put, doesn't look like any weight at all on his right leg. So the only stoppages in play will be on a change of possession and on first downs. And Morehouse debating what to do right here as the play is blown in. And the punter comes out at the last minute. And it's going to be a delay of game. And so now the clock stops here on the penalty. And it will not start again until Brandon Banks, it was the deep man. They were trying something different, and now we see Jamie and Dunning going out onto the field. I want to say thank you to the seniors today. Javante Kelly, Kentrell Spencer, Cameron Alexander, Justin Hill, Will Lacey, Brian Thames, and Jimmy Lafitte III. Gentlemen, thank you for your contribution to the Lane Dragon football program. As now Dunning has his feet at the 10. And they didn't walk the penalty off here. And so angle to the sidelines. And so Lane will have 37 seconds left on the game clock. Don't understand that. They called delay a game, but did not walk the penalty off. So Lane, 37 seconds, down 24-21. Can we see another come from behind victory by the Dragons this season?
With 37 seconds to go, it's Dragons football. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line.
And so 1st and 10 at the 20. It looks like Reynolds will have Holiday in the backfield. You got Trips to the far side. You got Ahmad Isaac to the near side. Reynolds steps up. He's got room. And he will pick up a first down, so the clock will stop. And so it's at the 36-yard line. Now the clock rolls. Reynolds takes it, spikes it to stop the clock. So 22 seconds left. And so the ball is marked at the 36-yard line. 22 seconds left. That time Reynolds did a good job. Just didn't see any receivers, tucked it and ran. The only thing he should have tried to get out of bounds maybe to stop the clock without having to waste it down to spike it. So 2nd and 10. Looking, throws, and almost picked off. So now there's 14 seconds left. 3rd and 10. And that time you had Aaron Thomas as the intended receiver. It was broken up. Number 10 there, Jaquan Simpkins, almost with the interception. Trips to the near side, to the short side of the field. You got a single receiver to the far side. And it's going to be a delay of game. Back lane up 5. So it'll be 3rd and 15. So 3rd and 15 from the 31-yard line. We're going to go an empty backfield. So you got trips to the near side, 2 to the far side. This is the play right here. Reynolds looking. Ball's on the ground. That will probably do. So it's 4th down. 3, 2, ball game. So Morehouse comes from a 14-10 deficit, and they will overcome and win the football game 24-21. I'll be back in just a minute with the final recap of this football game with our stats and all those things. And so take a look at those who have brought you this football game all season long. Thanks to all those who have sponsored the events here at Lane, and we'll be right back with the wrap-up. Welcome back to the final broadcast of the year for Dragon football. Here are our final stats of this game. Of course, on the scoreboard, Morehouse 24, Lane 21. First downs, Morehouse 11, Lane 17. Rushing yards, Morehouse 30 rushes, 35 yards. Lane 55 rushes, 183 yards. Passing yards, Morehouse was 12 for 24 for 125. Lane 5 for 13 for 58. Total offense, Morehouse runs 54 plays, 160 yards. Lane runs 68 plays and has 241 yards. Time of possession, Morehouse 27 minutes and 58 seconds. Lane 32 minutes and 2 seconds. Each time the teams were in the red zone, they scored. Morehouse was 4 of 4. Lane was 3 of 3. Now let's look at the individual leaders. The leading rusher for Morehouse was Isaiah Hicks. He rushed the ball 9 times for 30 yards. Passing, Monquavius Johnson was 7 for 13 for 67 yards. Kevon Taylor was 4 for 10 for 29 yards. Their leading tackle was Brandre Conway, who had a total of 10 tackles, 9 unassisted and 1 assisted, and 2 tackles for loss. For the Dragons, your leading rusher, Marcus Holliday, rushed the ball 24 times for 138 yards. Congratulations to him for surpassing the 1,100-yard mark of rushing yards in the season. Marcus Reynolds was 5 for 13 through the air with 58 yards. Leading tackle, there was a tie there. You had Javante Kelly, who had 6 unassisted and 1 assist. He had 1 tackle for loss. Whitney Richardson had 6 unassisted and 1 assisted tackle, 1 sack, and a total of 3 tackles for loss. My name is Ray Pack. I've enjoyed being with you this season. We hope that you will continue to support Lane College Athletics. You can go to the Lane College Athletic Facebook page. Just go to the search bar and type in Lane College Athletics. You can also follow the YouTube page the same way. All different ways. We look forward to seeing you at Lane College supporting Lane Athletics very soon. Thank you. My name is Ray Pack. Thanks to all who put the production on, and have a great day.